unique heritage, 50% African, 50% India. India, I have done duty to holiday, emancipation and arrival day. Since Patel ransacked me that journey, 150 years gone already. Whether you're Hindu, Muslim or Christian, let's walk this land hand in hand. We could only prosper if we try. Brotherhood of the boat. Brotherhood of the boat. Kumaye, Zindawe. Kumaye, Zindawe. Kumaye, Zindawe. Kumaye, Zindawe. For those who play in ignorance, talking about true African descendant, if you want to know the truth, take a trip back to your root. And somewhere on that journey, you go see a man in a dhoti, saying he prayers in front of a chandi. Chandi. Then and only then you'll understand what is a cosmopolitan nation. There's no room for prejudice at all. United we stand, divided we fall. So to always is here in Trinbego, Akokaliano Danyaho. Let us live as one under the sky. Jahaji Bhai. Brotherhood of the boat. Jahaji Bhai. Brotherhood of the boat. Jahaji Bhai. Kumaye, Zindawe. 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 Kumaye,
Well, yes, indeed, of course, President good night to all and sundry. You would realize that, of course, our camera seems it seems as though it's sticking a particular place, but that doesn't take away the fact that we will have a program tonight dedicated, of course, to the young people. Whilst, of course, we are in the process of rectifying that situation in terms of the moving or the movie camera, if you want to call it that. I'm sure that the audio is up and running. Let me just say, of course, a pleasant good night to all and sundry, East, West, North, South, Central, our friends in Tobago and wherever you are streaming on the World Wide Web. A pleasant good day to you. You wouldn't believe, of course, the kind of logistics and technology that has to go into, of course, producing a program like this. And imagine without money, one, and two, without, of course, the relevant, appropriate, I should say, technology, but nonetheless, social media has been able, of course, to be very grateful to us, and we are going to, of course, treat with the matter irregardless. In the meantime, let's take a look at the general. Well, we have some people in the background, just outside the facility, that are having a wonderful time. I think I'm going to focus one of the cameras there, whilst, of course, I remove myself to address the question of the main camera. So have a look at this in the meantime. In the meantime as well, of course, let me just introduce both, of course, Maiah and Joshua, and maybe they will have a conversation in the meantime, whilst, of course, I try to get that main camera going. My apology, but if you want, take a look at it. Of course, clearly it has stopped. there's no movement. So I want to make sure that we have the optimum in terms of the delivery tonight. So let me just switch back to what is in your. You will see, of course, a picture of the audience, not the audience, but the studio, and you will see, of course, quite a number of items there, fans, of course, computers, and just outside. You cannot see them in your view, but there are people outside, of course, just having a conversation. These days, of course, conversations are very important. We have a new government. We have, of course, a country with a vision, and a country that clearly, as some say, would have lost its direction and purpose and vision, largely because of the inability of the last administration to, of course, provide that to the people. So let me get to the back. In the meantime, of course, let me just introduce both of them. Good night to both of you. Joshua has don't mind it, is not lipstick. He simply has a red lip and a red tongue tonight, but that's because just before the program, he took what I consider to be unusual step of eating something red. So don't be afraid. It's not jab. It's not carnival yet, but it's just that he probably didn't know that it will show up and you will see it conspicuously. But let me get to the back whilst, of course, both of them have a conversation. I want you to, of course, focus on, you heard the calypso that was played just now. Tell me just have a conversation as to what that was all about. Or you want me to play it again just in case, because, you know. Play it again. Okay, well, I'll play it. Okay, well, let's hear it before we engage, before both of you engage in conversation. Okay. Let's deal with this conversation first. Remember, I have to go offset in order to deal with the camera. So just give a little piece and then or a little talk.
He came from Calcutta, a stick and a bag on his shoulder, he turban and the capra. So I am Patsy of India. The Indian can ship and the slavery, bind together two races in unity. There was no more mother Africa, no more mother India, just mother Trini. My Mahuta planted sugar cane down in the Caroni plain. Ramlogan Basdale Bakashanai.
All right, okay. I think that's enough for you to gather as to what the calypso is all about. And in the meantime, of course, I will be in the background. I will show a picture of the internal studio because I don't want to interrupt unnecessarily, because I don't know what it would behold me when I make the adjustment. So in the meantime, of course, both Maiah and Joshua will have a conversation on the calypso, and probably you could take any topic, what you did yesterday, what you did day before, how school was, etc. But I am going to the camera at this point in time. So any one of you can begin the conversation.
and very good. Just another day of lessons to practice tests. Well, third time I got a good mark. Mightn't be good, but still I find it good. 16 out of 20. And the lesson teacher did not quarrel at all with the standard 5, only with the standard 4 because she gave us some work that we did last week and they forgot it.
Well, I revised my spelling and spelling was very good.
How much you did?
I never got it back yet because Mrs. still correcting my spelling. Monday we are getting it back, but in spellings I know I got a lot of spelling right.
All right, okay, well, of course, I'm back. You would have seen me, of course, in the back there with the other camera pointing, doing some, what I consider to be adjustments to the cameras that would, of course, bring this program to you tonight. So I want to say that, of course, I had an acute learning curve in terms of making certain that these little nuances, these little problems would be ironed out, and I had to learn quickly because you would appreciate, because of the budgetary constraints, to use a big term, of a program like this, you have to learn everything. Otherwise, you can't have a technician standing by in the night from 8 to 9 o'clock, just waiting for some untoward thing to happen. So I had to learn, and of course, I think this demonstrates that I have learned. Right? Well, we'll see how it lasts during the course of the night. That being as it may, of course, Joshua, get yourself inside of the camera, please. You know, you have that tendency to shift to the left. I don't know. A long time we had these kites, not what you all normally would see, or call it, we call it marble, but no. We had the traditional kites where you could. It's something called docking, and you could dock it to the left, dock it to the right, and so on. But there's a kind of kite, if you didn't balance it properly, you say it half side. When you get on like a half side kite, you only go in this way, this way, this way. Please stay both sides, right? So, right? Yeah. No, I don't have a picture of it, but maybe because I'm sure we'll have a conversation on that sometime as to what used to happen a long time. I find there is too much marble around. When the traditional kites, I think, is much more flexible. You could fly them anywhere. And of course, I want to tell you, we just play war in the air as well with those kites. You could make what is called straight pitch, come right down, and the tail has a razor blade, very light razor blade, and cut people thread, and then of course they kite go and yours remain there. Of course, until somebody cut yours. But that being as it may, yes. You were saying that there's some things that you did. Again, Joshua, you're going half side. Good, right? Stay both sides. All right. That being as it may, of course, you were saying that you had an exercise today, Joshua.
Yes, I went to the beach.
Uh-huh.
It was really hard about like 1 or 2 people there when we came.
Yes.
And they were waiting for their family
Uh-huh.
to come back.
Uh-huh.
But when we were there, the beach was very empty.
Okay.
We went very early and it's had the fish
Mm-hmm.
that come out when everybody has gone.
Okay.
And they were they look like glass.
Yeah, I see you mentioned a term because I was see you mention a term. There was a school of fish. What do I mean?
School of fish means like some fishes.
Oh, plenty. I see. Okay, right. A school of fish. Yes, when there's plenty of them, you call them a school of fish. Yes. No, not a school building like graders go to, right? I suppose. No, I was just making sure that you understand. But since you use the term correctly there, I would assume that you know. All right, Maya, tell me, you were making some conversation with a test that you would have been exposed to. Tell me, just reiterate for those who just joined us. Again, Joshua going half side. Right, go ahead, Maya.
So today we had a practice test.
All right.
In the maths,
Okay,
we
maths.
did 2 sets.
Uh-huh.
We did the SCA practice test and we did the Hanaku practice test.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So the total made up 40.
40 marks in all?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
40 questions.
Oh, 40 questions. I see. Okay. Right. Uh-huh.
And in the Hanaku, I got 16 out of 20. But,
Okay.
but my teacher did
That's very good, ma'am.
not mark the other tests.
That's it. Right. Okay. And you had a test as well, Joshua?
Yes, but I had a spelling test.
Okay.
I know I got very good marks because I know a lot of the words.
As you both are. Okay, well, we'll see. Of course, the proof of the pudding is in the actual test. I mean, in the actual results, I should say, when Miss, of course, hand you your work when on Monday. On Monday, you'll get the results. All right, good. You were saying something.
We also got a spelling test.
Oh, you also got
and
a-
mental.
Spelling and mental test. Mental meaning you're spelling from your head, what directly to Miss or?
No, we writing it down in our book because if we say it directly to me, the other children will get the answer.
We hear the answer. All right, okay. I just wanted to know
And I
what you
get
mean by mental.
10 out of 10 in both.
In both. All right, beautiful. So here we go. What this is all about, people, but let me tell the parents and those young people who are watching. This is about children, first and foremost, to prevent them from gravitating to a point where all the adults and all the officials of Trinidad and Tobago, meaning the leaders, will be disappointed. That's one. And two, to bring out their abilities. And I'm saying here not just these 2 children that are in studio, but those thousands that are out there. God knows we need to put a handle and we need to take charge as parents of our charges or of our children. And I'm extending that responsibility to teachers as well, the educators, and those who are directly involved by way of teaching, and those who are administrators, those the ones who are taking care of the school buildings, who of course are writing up and representing the Ministry of Education, and so on and so on, including the Minister of Education. But in the context of the East-West Corridor, which this program is designed to address, East-West Corridor, from Carenage in the west to Toko in the east, along the northern range. Some say the hinterland, some say that side of the northern range that is called the leeward side. Incidentally, when they say you are the leeward side of a mountain, what they mean by that? Anybody knows?
I will say like
Try?
north.
All right, you answered. What do you think it is? Leeward side of a mountain. What do you think?
Yes, slanted.
The what?
Yes,
Slanted?
slanted.
Slanted, is it? Oh, it's slanted. All right, okay. And you said what, Joshua?
The north.
The north. The north of a mountain. Why you come up with that? Let me hear north. Why you come up with north? The north of a mountain is the leeward side. Where you come?
I don't know.
You just guessed. All right. And you said, and why you said slanted?
Because it's a leeward.
Because the leeward, so therefore, oh, you mean it's slanted somehow, you believe it's slanted. I know. You have what is called all right, and let me give you a clue now. I come up with the clue now. There is a windward side, and there's a leeward side. And leeward is the opposite of windward. So first and foremost, you have to find out what windward mean. Joshua, you first. Come here. Wait, I ain't tell her to go to know. I ain't tell her to Google nothing. I want to hear. Windward side. What windward side would mean, Joshua?
The side windy.
Windy. And let me hear you, Maya. What do you think the windward side is? You could say the same, it doesn't matter. You could agree or disagree as the case may be, or give your own meaning. You agree? Yes, and therefore, if the windward side is the side from which the breeze blow, then, and I said that the leeward side is the opposite, what does that mean?
In the breezy.
They have very little wind, that's right, yes. So, the leeward side of the mount, and that is why many ports, like the Port of Spain port, and places like beaches like Carenage and so on, is seen on the leeward side, and that is why it will be so calm. On the windward side, what beach you will think is on the windward side of Trinidad? Toco, all right. Any other? Guayari. Yeah. And of course, but the most famous one of the most famous, Caracas. That's right. Yes, Maracas. Sorry, not Caracas. Maracas. Yes, Maracas Beach. Very windy, and therefore that is why you have these high waves. Notice that big waves, but in Carenage side, on the Carenage side, you notice very calm, like where you went today, Joshua. Calm and so on. That is because that beach is on the what? The leeward or windward side? Leeward side, that's right. Beautiful. So you learned something today. That being as it may, let's get on, of course, with some of the other things that we want to discuss today. So I thought it was important. So that's why I said we're talking about the East-West corridor, and we are saying that, of course, the East-West corridor is on the leeward side of the northern range. So now we know what the leeward is. It means, therefore, it's not as windy as, of course, on the windward side, which is closer, well, in our case, to the beach. And we see that being seen by the rough waves that you get in Maracas and Guayari, and who said something else? Somebody said something else. Toco, yeah, and Toco. All right. So that being as it may, people, once again, the reason for this is to prevent our young people from tender age, especially in what is called troubled communities. You want to use a big word for it, sociologically depressed. No. In troubled communities, and the police, I think, have a nice, simple word for it: crime hotspots. Even though all are not, because Westmoreland is on the leeward side, obviously, because it's on the way to Carenage and it's along the East-West corridor. Right? So you have that as well, and you have other communities that are not so described by the police. But we are focused on the communities that are considered to be depressed and are considered to be crime hotspots. All right? And we are saying that there is an alternative, meaning that they don't have to gravitate there. Even though mommy and daddy and the family and even your location may be in a place where obscene language is being used. I noticed that when Maya came in today, I'm sure that they heard somebody with a piece of explicit, another word for me to mean obscene language, right? And I'm sure that she would have learned, and all of us, Joshua as well, would have learned to ignore that and know full well that you must not use that as an expression. You can express yourself without. I see Joshua, of course, gone half side again, right? So I can't help it. It's about time. I tell it because people are, you went to court, all right? So nothing wrong with that. All right. So now that we have set up that and we have put things in perspective, meaning that who we are targeting, understand every parent also has a role to play. Every single parent. Especially, and let me call the places, John, Bitam, Silat, there's the usual one, but you have places like Bangladesh, and you have places like Pinto Road in Arima and all of that. Right? So it is all along the east-west corridor. All right? All right. So that being as it may, you brought something to read today. I would like you to read two things. All right, good. You want to read? Oh, okay. You all share the same book. Well, beautiful. Joshua has turned out to be a very competent reader, man. Yeah, he reads well, and that's nice. And it doesn't matter. He brings books here that he would not be familiar with at all, because you know people had to take a little peek before they do a little rehearsal before. Well, he doesn't do it, and I think that is a good sign. But go ahead, my dear.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't like books without any pictures or any colors in it. So I more like color books.
Yeah, books like that. Okay, I think he too, but I think a little more than you because he like very limited writing, like a comic book. Somebody say, and he done with that. Not these like what you have there. Yes, it has colors, it's pictures, but of course you've seen 1, 2, 3 paragraphs in the one on the page that I am looking at. But go ahead. But let's say the title of the book first and foremost, and
Well,
then
we
of
just
course.
go into the singing parts.
It's what?
We just go into the singing parts.
Okay, but tell us the name of the book and so on because you know the book must have a title.
Caribbean rhythm.
Okay, Caribbean rhythm, TH. The TH.
This is our reading
Rhythm.
book.
Yeah.
So
Rhythm. Okay, good, great. Let's go. Let's hear. Who first? Okay, Joshua is first.
this song is by the 90s Sniper.
Mighty Sniper, so it's a song. Yeah, only really ganging up on me, boy. You're only doing things together now. This is good. And we're going to talk a little bit about group work in a while. But go ahead.
Portraits of Trinidad. Trinidad is my land. Of it I am proud to be glad. But
I can't understand.
I can't understand why some people love
Talking about.
chocolate bars, but
I know
all
are them.
Don't you, give him a chance to make the mistake first now before you prompt him. I want to only ganging up on me so much that I can't detect if somebody at fault or making a mistake. So go ahead.
Don't talk. No. Running them out. Don't know when they talking about. What they talking about. They will paint hair black every day. And the right thing they would never say.
Like our sportsmen. being
All right.
raised
So Maya has taken over now. Yeah, they're cooperating. Go ahead. Yes.
like our sportsmen being rated among the best. Our scholars have sit and passed every test and put us right alongside the rest. But then our pitch lake is the greatest one of the kind. Our sugar and oil is really refined. So you see, friends, this is a real King Solomon mine.
All right.
They have talked some nonsense. They know where they talk, where they doing for it. It's for about so much violence. Man, you would swear that we fighting war. Of course, we just delinquents to face, but just like any other place, look the things where they look the things they don't say about here. It's really too much for me to bear. Because my people are really making progress.
All right. That song is finished yet. That a long song, but go ahead. I love what I hear.
Without any form of stupidness, and in this way we must gain success. For when we all move as one body, no bickering between you and me, for our policies stand for racial equality.
Now when a
then he would tell you he really wants her
Jashua,
to come.
halfway. Right, stay in the picture, please.
She
Yes.
really wants her to come to drink some rum and to have plenty fun. In this great isle of in the sun, for Trinidadians as foreigners to recall forgiveness. It does not matter whether big or small, or rich or poor. Friend, we cater for one and all. So all them we talking, they either drunk or the scaring mad, or maybe they forgetting Mr. Universe belong to Trinidad.
Wonderful, wonderful exercise in cooperation. Yes, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And of course, I want to tell you, this has not been rehearsed. I suspect that Maya would have read it before. I suspect that from her fluency, but certainly Joshua didn't. But the fact of the matter is that
Only
here
once.
it is. Only once, right. So she read it before. But here it is. We have a situation where they have cooperated and they have created, of course, a beautiful, what I consider to be duo, right? Reading team. And of course, they were able to complete that exercise. But before we go into the group nature of this exercise, which of course is a tool that teachers use. Yeah, teachers use that in school. Well, of course, you children will know that when they ask you to read in groups, meaning that the whole class is reading aloud, that is part of a group exercise. You may not know that, so I'm telling you now. But it is consistent with the theme. Education, of course, is important. And the calypso that we introduced in tonight's program, I want to focus there a little bit. Joshua, tell me what this sounding like a situation where they're telling you how nice Trinidad and Tobago is, not so? And this particular song, Portrait of Trinidad, and they're saying, no, this tune that Ole read about, it's saying something about Trinidad, not so? Trinidad is nice. So what similarities, the tune by Brother Marvin, as we introduced earlier, have to this particular tune or calypso that you read? Because we didn't plan it, but here it is. I planned to start with that, and here it is. Incidentally, this is Maya's idea, and she came, of course, and of course she chose the item to read, and it so happens it's fall, and I wasn't aware that she had that in mind, but here it is. It falls nicely, snuggishly, and blends, of course, with the introductory song. So, Joshua, you want to take it first? What similarity you will have with that tune by Brother Marvin and this particular piece that you all read? Any similarities? Wait, say. With your red teeth and red lips. Go ahead.
Well, can you at least play the song one more time?
Play this song one more time. Oh Lord, people.
Come on.
All right. Oh boy. Children is trouble, you know, but all right, but let's go.
I can't remember the phone.
All right, no problem. Let me make sure. All right, let's go. Let me start where the lyrics is.
I am the seed of my father. He is the seed of my grandfather, who is the seed of Aja. He came from Calcutta, a stick and a bag on his shoulder. He took banana capra. So I am part seed of India. The Indians worship and the slavery, bind together two races in unity.
At the stop there now.
There was no more mother Africa, no more mother India, just mother Trini.
have played a piece of that tune that we started with to assist Joshua in determining if there are similarities between what they read, Portrait of Trinidad, and that tune that was, of course, sung by Brother Marvin.
Both of us have to answer at the same time.
Both of them answer at the same time? How is that possible? Well, they're really ganging up on me tonight, boy. Talking about the same Trinidad. Okay, right. Beautiful. Yes, they're talking about Trinidad. Yeah. Any?
Wait, so
yeah.
I have this piece from the reading, okay? I can read it.
All right, yeah, go ahead. That's matter.
Wow, that
Right,
is a great calypso, said Selena. It makes me feel a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. Feels so good about my country.
Well. I want to say that was marvelous. That was perfect. That was sensational. That was really truly you all are thinking. Because, of course, you don't want a better sentence or description. Because both of them, yes, related to Trinidad and Tobago. And, of course, the first one related to two major races. What are the two races they talk about? Indians and Africans, yes. And the fact is that they came here, and then, of course, the Portrait of Trinidad is saying, Trinidad is my land, and of it I am proud and glad. And I can't understand why some people does talking bad. Some of them does, etc., right? All right, so, yes, it is about Trinidad, it's about patriotism. Wait now, what patriotism mean? Oh, Portrait of Trinidad. Patriot, that is portrait, eh? I say patriot. It's two different things. Eh? A portrait is a kind of what? A picture of Trinidad. This in this case, right? Like a frame, that's right. It's a portrait, right? But
You're saying you're not
a
talking
patriot.
about
What's a patriot? Patriot.
Singing. Yes, a citizen.
Is a citizen. I will accept that. Any other?
You're talking about your country.
Talking about your country? Yes, man. Anything you say, right. Let me hear. Joshua, you ain't tell me nothing yet? Talking about the community? Yes, patriot. Man. Yeah, what? Talking about the community. But is it talking alone or is it singing? But apart from singing and talking, what do you think it's all about?
Like, no. I don't want to take my grandparents answer
yeah, because they try to help you outside in the audience, but we're not taking that. Yeah, go ahead. We're taking it right here.
Like when they have, if you go on next country and they have a sort of carnival, you can wear like your country colors.
You can wear your country colors, right? Yes, that is demonstrating patriotism. I agree. Anything else? But there's a word I'm looking for, and until I get that word, I'm moving. Yeah? L is an L. A very short word.
Land.
Is 4 letters. So let me see.
L-A-N-D.
No. Like. Okay, I will take like. But I want another one that begins with L and end with E. Just 4 letters. 4 letters.
You can take a little cheat.
No, take no cheat. Some like, yes. God, but that word does always do that every day. I mean, live. Live far from it, boy. Oh gosh, I can't accept live. But good try. I suppose Grandpa tried to prompt you just now because he saw that same word with 4 letters and begins with an L and ends with an E because he saw right, that same word beginning with L and ending with E. That's why he prompted you. Love, that's I love it. Yeah, love for your country, right? Love for your country. Yes, love.
That was kind of giving me the answer.
You will give answer. All right, okay. All right. So, well, of course, that's because he loves you. That's why, right? So, love. That love for country. Love for country. That's right. Yes, love. That's how we came up with that. But we came up with it. Because we love our community. So it is called, that means Laboratory Outreach for Vertical Enrichment. People, this is not politics. So let us not get the children involved. All right. So we have settled on that. That is about love for country. Right? So that is what this portrait of Trinidad is all about. And of course what Brother Marvin would have sung as well, his love for Trinidad and Tobago. But let us deal with the group situation. Now, before we go there, there are some words inside of there that in Portrait of Trinidad that you read, that people call, and you will get a lot of that, particularly in the secondary system, but I don't think they would do it so much in the primary system. So, but you need to know, there's something called dialect, local dialect. Notice Joshua had some problems there because it wasn't really the normal English word that you would normally see. Like, give me like
sometimes like
go ahead.
when I'm speaking to my friends and I'm not speaking to my teacher, they're speaking those type of language.
That's right. That's the dialect.
So
yes.
that's why I could understand what they're saying here.
Right, that's right. Read one or two lines or one or two.
But I know all of them were running the mouth, don't know what they're talking about. So the dialect is run in their mouth. So like the shorten mouth.
Yeah, that's right.
Mouth.
Yeah. You don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, that's dialect. Anything else?
They just talk some nonsense. We don't know what they're talking.
Yeah, me don't know what they're talking about.
No, we don't know what they're doing.
But if you,
It's for about
yeah.
so much violence.
All right, okay. Me don't know what they're talking about. If you had to put that in a English, the standard English sentence, how would you say?
I do not know what they're talking about.
Yeah, what?
I do not know what they're talking
Joshua?
about.
I mean, I want to say it like, we don't know what they're talking about, yeah?
Right. What you'll say? In standard English.
I don't know what they are talking about.
I don't know what they're talking about, or I do not know what they're talking about. So you could shorten the do not, or you could use the whole do not. But the point is that in standard English, that is what you say. I don't know what they're talking about. That. All right. So that being as it may, I think we have covered dialect, and that is how you normally speak. But is it normal for in school and classes and so on, when you're talking to your friends, you talk more dialect, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sometimes. But you just talk standard English to your friends?
Yes.
What? That's good.
And I talk a mix of them.
Why you think the more you practice the standard English is better for you? Why you think so?
So when you're going for a job interview and they're asking you a question, you don't answer like ghetto person.
Like a ghetto person. All right, okay, I accept that, Joshua.
That was my answer.
That was the answer? All right, but there's a very important one, which you are preparing for right now. SCA, that's right. They will hardly, if at all, give you dialect a sentence to correct or to punctuate, as the case may be. It will be, of course, in standard English. So let me give you my own experience, and I'm talking about the audience here now. When I was at training college, I attended Valsame Training College. I was always confused about our language lecturer will tell us, and it was the general view of the entire staff there at Valsame, and I think it is still now, that the children come to you with their own language, with their own dialect. And I am saying, well, if I have 24 children in a class, how I treat them with that? I have to learn all those different languages in order for me to eventually teach standard English. And standard English could be easily, of course, done from the beginning and done with that. But I understood afterwards why it is they would have said that. Because as you move from community to community and house to house, children may be exposed to different type of the dialect. Some may be talking only dialect. So when you tell a child and you're trying to correct the child off the cuff, I don't know what they say, or the child may say, Miss, I go tell me mother. See where I'm coming from? And you as a teacher has to try and correct that child, but the child came from a background where that is normal. So you, the teacher, have to now accept that. It may be painful, but at the end of the day, your job is to, of course, put the grammatical or the grammar properly. You have to put the words properly and so on, and eventually, of course, the process of changing, moving from the known to the unknown. Notice education is that, moving from the known to the unknown. So the child knew, Miss, I go tell me mother. And you now have to, of course, treat with that and make sure that, of course, you correct the child because it's standard English. In fact, and that is what was puzzling me, that the standard English, when I was at training college, is considered to be a foreign language. Let me repeat. The standard English was considered to be foreign language, and our dialect is considered to be our native language or how we speak naturally. But for examination purposes, that's what she's going to be doing pretty soon, and eventually Joshua, we do our exams or we prepare our students for standard English. And she's right. When you go for a job, they are going to be talking standard, not only here in Trinidad, but any part of the world where English is spoken. You won't hear them, you won't hear American or Englishman or any country, whether Grenada, St. Vincent or so, because they have their own dialect, you know, and therefore standard English means that you will be able, wherever you go, to be saying the same thing that people can understand, because language is about not just speaking and writing, but is the person who is receiving by air or by sight and processing it in their minds. They must be able to understand. Let me hear, you have a question or a comment to make? Go ahead.
The only time you will hear that kind of dialect is when you're in the Caribbean, like, say, Trinidad, Jamaica, Dominica.
All right,
like
good. The Americans have their own dialect too, not so?
Yes.
Right, good, okay. The only place that has the standard English that we is of course where it came from, England. Right? Because we got that from them. All of us, all the Caribbean, all the rest of the world that speak English. The Englishman, that is his language, and therefore when you go there, you know, even though they have slangs that we wouldn't know because it's not part of what we would learn. But go ahead, we will talk about that later. What is that slang and all of that? But go ahead.
That is our actual really native speaking. We don't really speak properly.
We don't speak properly. We don't speak
sometimes
standard English. Now, you learn something tonight. I don't want to hear we don't speak properly. We probably don't speak standard English because it's a different thing. But when you say, Mommy, I go there, and instead of saying, let's see, let me say, instead of saying, ago, you
Granny, I'm going to the shop.
yeah, and all of that. You are talking the language that you know, and therefore it is wrong to say that you're not talking proper if that is the dialect. But you go to school to learn standard English, and of course, as I say, in Valsayn College, I was a bit confused that to say and to accept that the English language is a foreign language, because we learn and we grow up on dialect, what we speak on a daily basis to our friends and so on. But when you don't do that, you don't do it in an exam, you don't do it in an interview, you don't do it, of course, if you are applying for some international job, you just don't do it. Go ahead. You can't do what?
If you go in the red house, you can't talk like that.
You can't talk in the Red House like that. You would be surprised if
And
you had
you
them
know,
politicians and them. But go ahead.
And you know,
Yeah.
in our ancestors, we get our dialect and our proper standard English when we were mixed. Like from the Amerindians, we were mixed with the Amerindians, African, British,
Yeah, right?
and the French, and
French,
the
yeah,
Spain,
the French and the Dutch and so on.
And
Yes.
Indian.
and Indian.
Yeah.
So we have all those type of
Yeah,
languages.
coming together, and of course we produce our own, just as Carnival. Carnival wasn't our original thing, but we came together here, and then we form, of course,
And
our
I
own.
think we mostly get the dialect from the Amerindians or the Africans.
I'll accept that, but it's a little more complicated than that. But I want to tell you this. I was on a radio program sometime. So I used a word, I think it was, oh gosh, right, not coming to my memory. I used a word, anyhow,
Which start with?
no, I can't remember the exact word. But at any rate, so a fella called him and he said that, listen, that word is pronounced badly. It is so and so and so. I can't remember the exact word.
Collateral.
No, not collateral. Look at that. You know, it's on the tip of my lips, but I can't recall it as yet. But I remember the incident, and that's why they could be talking dialect here. So I told him, but listen, but if you say that I pronounce it wrong, then I want you to go in Jamaica, and when they say boy, you go and tell them, no, you pronounce it wrong, it's boy, and see if they hit you one clout. So that is the function of dialect, you see?
And also Nigeria.
Yeah, well, in whatever country, once they are not from the mother language land, then of course you're speaking the dialect, you develop a cadre of dialect expression for local use for the people in the area. But the thing about it is, I think he got the message because he never called back. Because I say, go, if I pronounce it wrong, because I'm using the dialect, Trinidad and Tobago dialect, the accent, right? I say, well, all right, you go in Jamaica, and when they say boy, you tell them the wrong, say boy. You never call back because you understand what I meant by that. That's it. That it. You're expressing your accent, yes, your country's accent, yes. Go ahead. I thought I should say that.
My granny, anytime I make a mistake of pronouncing the dialect, she just be like, no, you're supposed to pronounce it this way. And I just be like, okay.
Yeah, because you see, it is better, any smart parent will do that. If you're preparing for an exam in particular, or if you're preparing for the work world, then they will always be obligated to say, I just have the same problem, and of course say the same thing to Joshua as well. Because I don't want that what he practices is what he goes and writes there, and next thing he gets it wrong because
But I know
the
difference.
exam is set with, of course, standard English and not dialect. That is why. What's the time? Boy, we having fun, but I find time going.
I'm at the box.
It's just 9/11.
9/11, right? Okay, right. All right, okay. I just want to make sure.
Oh, the
Oh,
camera
gosh.
stuck again.
Yeah, boy, you camera still going.
And I am
Somebody shake up something. Somebody shake up. Don't shake up, don't shake up, please. I know we're having fun, but we have to be careful about the cameras. I hope that it could get back. All right. Come on, camera. Come on, camera. Camera, come on.
So you don't eat? You don't eat?
Let's see if we got things back.
This is me.
Well, they both are discussing, conspiring to to attack me, but it's all right. I don't mind. I have broad shoulders, so they're organizing the work. All right, okay. I'll have to go back to the camera. So let me switch the camera. So the one that I have to adjust, I will have to leave the studio, the desk, and go to the back. So in the meantime, they will talk. Which is all I want to talk about before I leave to go and check that camera.
What story you going to talk about next?
All right. I was going to talk about group, but I have to be there to talk about the group situation. So we wouldn't be able to. Let's see again. Let me just deal with that again. Yes, indeed. Of course, the phone line is open as well. Sorry about that for dedicating the time to just these young people, but I think it is deserving. Too many of us are too impatient. We are too impatient, and we sometimes do not have the tolerance level that is important to treat with young people's issues, and therefore I think it is very, very important, because that is how you nurture them. That is how you make them know what are expected of them, and in that way, every Saturday will not take away from the other 6 days that we will have. 6 or 5 days we normally would be with you, opening the line. So I would like anybody who wants to call to speak to some of the issues that we have been talking about. Discipline, of course, patriotism, and all of that. Let me just try again and see if I'll get it. If not, I'll have to. All right, I'll have to go. I'll have to go in the back of the. What's up?
Don't worry, me and Joshua will be the co-host.
Yeah. Let me just see. Wow, I ain't seen anything at all. And maybe sit down there and all right. I'll continue to talk in the background whilst I try to get the camera going. All right. What you want to discuss? Let me hear. I'll give you already the option. So the hammer thing plan, and this camera just giving that kind of problem.
Okay, so after you talk about the group work, you just talk about the fox and the stroke.
All right, okay. Well, I want you to do that in the meantime, because it might take a little while, and then of course that should take us up to 9:30. All right. So let me go and handle that. So the talk in the background, I'm sure the people they can listen. So go ahead.
The fox on the floor. Once it comes up, once it comes the time, there is a very cunning fox.
Cunning means a very smart fox.
I didn't know that.
And Uncle Lennox?
Yeah, cunning means smart, yes. So I mean, background here, people, which camera is this? Come here.
Fox who always wanted to cheat.
I'm domestic.
Oh,
You know, I cat came in, but they're not
It's my
familiar with
kitty.
it. It's our cat. The office cat. Huh? Okay, right. Just go ahead. So this evening. Go ahead. Talk. People listening. People, of course, you can call in. The line is open, so you can call it 337-6940. 337-6940. Don't be shy or in any way feel that you should not be part of this, because it's about motivating these young people to do better and to, of course, focus on an area of this country that if we do not pay attention, I don't know what the future will be like. So it's so important that we understand that.
One day he tried to cheat and have fun with a stroke. He befriended the stroke and
all right, doesn't matter. All right, good.
And gained her trust. The fox acted like a very good friend who
Right.
cared a lot about the stroke.
Go ahead. Yeah, you can correct each
One-
other, but do it nicely, right? Okay.
One day he invited the stroke to have a feast with him. And he wanted to treat his friend with
Joshua, you're half side, Joshua. Right. Go
The
ahead.
happy stork accepted the invitation. Have you accepted my book?
People, of course, this is all about motivation, it's all about encouragement, it's all about making them feel a sense of importance, and most importantly, confidence, so that they could go to the exam room, engage in conversation with Miss and whosoever it is, home and beyond. Of course, you see that behind me, whilst I was there, somebody is in the studio. You see, of course, that is our assistant, and you see, of course, Joshua's mother walking across there. Yeah, they don't know that we are macroing them from when we have situations like this. But right now, of course, they are. The focus is on us here in studio. Go ahead, Joshua.
The fox promised to pretend. No. The fox promised to prepare rich and tasty food for the stork. Considering the delicious dinner proposed by the fox, the stork needed hungry before they
All right, okay, let's. It's about time. Let's get a call. Let's take this call. Pleasant good night. Welcome. Pleasant good night. Welcome.
Good night, Lennox.
Good night to you. Welcome.
Caller from library.
Just lower your background and make your contribution.
Yeah, I'm moving from the TV. I'm not reach home from work now.
Oh, all right, okay, no problem. Go ahead.
Yeah, as not tuning to your program, so I don't know what is your topic or whatever. I just got to, nice to see the kids.
We are just motivating the young people, not just here in studio, but young people across the country. We don't want them to move into bad company. We want to show them that there are alternatives, that there are
That
good
is
things.
very good.
And if you can give them some advice, we would appreciate. Are you there?
Young man,
Yeah.
for my baby, I know you. I see you growing up to a nice, young, intelligent, young guy, just like your father. And young lady, I see you with your glasses looking very sophisticated, educated.
Yes. Yeah. They ganging up on me and all.
Huh?
The ganging up on me and all. The
Lennox?
ganging up on me. Yeah. But what we're gonna do? Our broad shoulders. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know about anything about the budget, if it will be on Monday?
Yeah, boy. That is a well-kept secret because I too we are not familiar with whether or not the budget will be read
It could
on Monday.
read for,
Yeah. So,
the
so
budget
if
will be
it's not
from
Monday,
now until when?
for sure it's the next Monday. That's for sure. They can't go beyond.
I just want the minimum wage to go up, but people can look things going up again in the grocery. I work in a grocery. I can't
Right.
tell you where I'm thinking.
Okay,
No,
no
it's one of
problem,
them. Yeah, so workers can do get a double time. Casual workers don't get double time on Sundays, only permanent workers. So this thing needs to change because you're working for 720 a week. That cannot help when you have transportation and bills to pay.
Yeah,
You
boy.
can't make ends meet.
I agree.
And then you're paying for your lifetime.
I agree.
So that's real hard.
And why you have to insist? Because when these kids grow up, you could imagine if it's the same wage.
Yeah,
what
to be harder for
what going on?
them.
A dollar will worth literally nothing.
Right now, $100 come like at $10. I just break it down.
I hear you.
Yeah. So, young one, make sure education is the key out of poverty.
Beautiful man, beautiful. Good advice, good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, education is
Take
the
your
key to.
education, make good use of it. Young lady, make sure you make good use of it. You understand? Take it while you can get it. And you have your uncle who's a teacher. Dad, young one, your dad is a teacher. So, all you're coming in good life.
All right. Let me hear what all you have to
Yeah.
say. Yeah, the lady commending all you and encouraging all you to do well. Let me hear.
No, they need to do well. My daughter, she passed all her subjects all once and she got 4 distinctions.
Beautiful. Right, that is the kind of
understand? And
motivation we're looking at, yes.
Yeah. And she's working and she's still going to school.
Right.
She have a good job, but she's still going to school because she want to move for higher.
Right.
You understand?
Great.
The only problem is she applying for AGC house and like it taking forever to get.
My boy, that's another
And
issue.
she have a good job.
Yeah.
But
All
yeah,
right.
because she want to be on her own and thing. But Lennox, you guys keep up the good work and fight, the good fight of faith, and you shall see prosperity in the long run. Everybody banging tanticams about your outfit and all kind of thing. But listen, the woman work hard for she money. Anybody tell Keith Rowley about Bali's house, he house built in Tobago, he goat farm, how much trip he make to Ghana and we ain't got nothing yet? How much trips Stuart Young make to just for Dragon Deal? We get any Dragon Deal?
That's right, that's right. That is
Flying, if there was
hypocrisy,
flying
yeah.
plane, like if there was flying if there was flying in helicopter, invisible plane that we the citizen wasn't paying for their trips. Come
That's
on,
right.
man.
That's right.
Those
yes.
PNMIs need to do better than that.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
look at Kantan, he can't make what the Indian Prime Minister, we get benefits from them.
Yes, man. Yes,
She
yes.
gone to the UN.
Right.
You understand?
Yes, man.
And she bring benefits to the country. What did PNM get? And I see on the headline that she's going to attack it Rowley, a salary that the 47% that he increase.
Well, you should. They should. Because, I mean, that is despicable.
Right?
That
So
is,
they should attack
yeah.
that because for 10 years
Yeah,
of suffocation.
yeah, that is
You know
dishonest.
all the willfully drain the treasury. All the know all the willfully, wickedly
Yeah.
drain the treasury. All the know what all the did for the past 10 years. Did nothing for the country and benefit all the pocket.
Yeah.
Right? All I know what all they did why Stuart Young call a quick election. They fully well know everything they empty.
Yeah. And yet still,
The stupid they feel we are stupid, but we are stupid enough. We have educational, informative people like you, Andy and Lennox,
Yes,
to
ma'am.
keep us motivated and fighting the good fight.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Of course,
So young ones, education is the key to any success and breaking any chain of poverty and all keep going forward. Nice to see all of the program. Lennox, I bid you good night.
thank you very
And
much.
I wait for this budget. Madam PM,
I
I really want my salary increase and I eat in UNC, I preach in UNC supper. So I want my salary increase because
I
this
hear you, I
2050
hear
working
you,
for
I
me.
hear you, I hear you.
And Lennox,
Yeah.
good night.
Good night to you as well. Of course, let me hear the responses. The lady has wished you all the best and, of course, encourage you to stay in school and learn well. What do you have to say, Joshua?
All right.
Thank you for your contribution, all right? And,
Muchas
and you?
gracias.
And what?
Muchas gracias.
Mucho gracias. What do I mean?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. That is Spanish. Many thanks. Mucho. Many thanks. Mucho. Many thanks. All right.
No Spanish, that's good.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I said that when we rectify the camera, I will be talking about group learning, a tool that teachers use in school to encourage everybody to be on the same page or to be able to grasp the information that is being taught. So, have you had any experience like that where Miss would have asked the whole class maybe to recite a poem or to read a particular section of a book or maybe to together do a math exercise, things like that? Let me hear.
Yeah.
All right, okay, well, tell me, I want to hear. Joshua, you half side. You intend to be like that, Kaita? Only half side, right? You both side now, man. Right.
No.
Go ahead.
This is him. Half of the book.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me hear. What experience you would have had with in a group, and I want you to be truthful, eh? And were there, if you or anybody else always maybe choking, maybe making a joke, people mumbling, they really don't know it, but they're mumbling, and so I want to hear those aspects of it, because we have those kinds of students who are very disruptive and so on. Yeah?
A lot of children in my class just mumble the words.
Mumble the words.
I just be like, am I the only one reading?
Serious? Yeah. Joshua.
Because like I only hear my voice.
Sometimes in the class, the child don't talk.
You don't talk at all?
Don't talk at all.
Eh?
My
Even the teacher has to tell them, you speak.
No,
All
my
right.
teacher does. My teacher, Miss Ford, does be like, Brianna, say, read the paragraph, and then she just
all of that thing. Right. But what does the teacher do in that situation where a child
Yes.
obviously doesn't know the work, but they're mumbling
Our
the way
lesson
through?
teacher
With
does tell us how much times I have to tell her to go home and read a book.
Oh my
And then
God.
our class teacher does be
Joshua,
like,
Joshua.
oh, you need to go home and read a book.
Okay.
So it's like,
Joshua, you're half side again. What kind of kite is, boy? Them long time kite, you're half side all the time. Be both sides now, man. Right. We're not seeing it. Right, good, right, good. Right.
but like it's mostly our lesson teacher who does say more things about us, our tables.
Okay. Right, and that kind of thing. And the teacher responds, they identify the student that maybe doesn't know the
Even some
work
of the
well.
children who go in her lessons
Yeah.
still don't know the words.
Still don't know. Yeah, well, we have that. And parents and extra lessons becomes very important in such circumstances. I'm really sending that message to teachers and parents. If you know your child, of course, is lagging a bit, if you know that there are indicators that will tell you that, and we will discuss that maybe in a future program, and we probably could do some of it now. But Joshua, what has been your experience? You in a group, the teacher has used the group situation to get a piece of material across, a lesson across, but yet still there appears to be somebody either poking you, somebody me being disruptive, they're making a joke, they're watching the sky, they're watching the wall, all of that. Tell me.
To be honest, in my new school,
All right, we have a caller. Pleasant good night. Welcome, Mr. Point Fortunate, is it?
Yes, pleasant good night to you, Lennox Smith, and your two guests, your son and the young lady on the program.
Yes. Maiah and Joshua.
All right, Maiah and Joshua, pleasant good night. Hope that all you continue to take training from Professor Lennox Smith. because always the future Trinidad and Tobago, and we want to make sure that the young African children that coming up in society will be more educated than the ones that go on and leave us. So a pleasant good night to you both. Lennox Smith.
Hey.
Oh gosh, because I'm making some wood. I say what I can. So anyhow, let me see if I can make it quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Lennox Smith, remember last year when the Prime Minister was in opposition and all the chaotic move was made by the PNM. Remember I used to be putting a show and telling you that we have to get outside help to deal with the situation at hand.
Yes.
The Rowley and Stuart Young is concerned. You see how it's playing out now? Remember I used to be putting the program and saying that?
Yeah.
But that one of my mind today and I say I have to call you.
And the thing about it is that they are resistant, they are criticizing that which they were saying was right to do only because, and we know now, they say that because they just wanted to stay in power and to pretend that somehow they are expressing the concern of the population, but never did it. Now this government is doing it. They are having some kind of what I consider to be resistance and some kind of reconsideration. But go ahead.
Yeah, because remember I even tell you all that it's about TV series called Jack Ryan Season 2.
I hear you.
If people can watch that, because it's they I get the idea from that Kamala Harris to get outside help to deal with the situation that we was involved in terms of Venezuela. Right. And I've seen it playing out before my eyes right now.
Beautiful.
I'm so happy to see that the Americans lending the support to deal with this crisis that we have in this country, where the human trafficking is concerned, the set of illegal guns that comes in the country, and the amount of drugs coming in the country. Because just the other day I see the show, you have video, the amount of cocaine they're getting some
three straight days of raids. 3 straight days. Yeah.
Now understand? Where them cocaine and them was going, because that is not for local consumption. You understand?
Yes. All right.
So I just tell them a call. And
appreciate that. And any motivation, additional motivation words for the young folks?
Well, according to Joshua, don't only stay in school, learn what it is being taught by the teachers in the school, and try and do not let friends carry you astray. Because old people that say friends just carry you and don't bring you back. Don't be like the friends anymore, don't bring you back. You go with friends who have your back. You understand? And make sure you align yourself with the people who share your dreams and ambition in life. And don't be an idler. Don't be an idler at all. You see these young people anymore, they decide you don't have nothing to do and they just praying on the society to do all kind of evil things. Stay away from these things. And last and finally, put God in everything you have to do. Pray and ask God to guide you. Because He is our strength, He is our source and everything in this life today. Locked on and listening.
Yes, man. Well said, my friend. I tried to give you a round of applause there. I have a little thing there I will use to do that. Well said, the caller, but I'm not getting it. But that be as it may. Any response in studio from any one of you? Yeah, look at it. What you have to say, Maya?
Thank you for everything that he said.
Right, good. Well said, Kola. Yes, man. Yeah, we have all those gadgets that we could use to demonstrate our appreciation over there. I want to say, of course, that the line is open, 337-6940. A night like tonight, on Saturdays, we will devote it to the young people, and of course at different levels. Just in case you just joined us, on Saturday we try to dedicate the program to young people, and I would appreciate, of course, if there is a playing down, but a ramping up, a playing down of the politics and so on, but a ramping up of motivation and encouragement for, not that I'm going to not accept persons who have burning issues, as we have seen with the two previous callers, but certainly we will appreciate the encouragement to these young people that symbolizes or represents thousands of young people out there who may be having some challenges with their schoolwork and of course their relationship one to another, with the teacher, with parents, with families, with neighborhoods. Very, 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 very important. Joshua, you have, I see you scrolling through the comments. Anything that has attracted your attention, just remain both sides, not one side.
Both of us.
Slimy, get out of my comments.
What's that?
Get out of my comments, Slimy.
Who said that? Lamy?
No, Slimy.
Slimy, what's Slimy saying?
Why this child wearing lipstick on camera?
Well, I told him so. No, it is not lipstick. Just before I mentioned it earlier, so clearly Slimy, is it, has just joined us. But
No, Slimy does always
he
talk
bought
bad.
he bought this. He bought this. Now let me show them it. He bought this. Yeah, this.
That is selling our school.
It's called sour balls.
Yeah, this is good.
Tomato ball.
Right? Well, of course, in our days it's called tomato balls, but they call it sour, S-O-U-R, sour balls, and it is red, and clearly with a red coloring. So I mentioned earlier the reason for his lips being red and his tongue being red. So no, it's not that he's wearing it. It's just that he probably lapsed a little bit in terms of probably didn't know that his mouth or his lips and his tongue would have been so red.
No, that has always happened to
Right?
me
Yeah,
every
yeah.
time I try.
Right. That has happened to you as well?
Yeah, they're selling our
Yeah, it's a good thing.
cafeteria.
It's a good thing he didn't offer you one. Otherwise, you'd have two blood red
No, he did,
or two red lips. He did. And
I
what you
said
did?
no.
You said no. Not because it would have reddened your lips, but because you didn't want. I see. Right.
Because
Okay.
him with our
Yeah,
red
because no, we have to accept that if he had known differently, let's face it, as a kid, I'm sure that he would not, and I'm sure that this is a lesson. So, Slimy, yes, that is the reason. It's nothing deliberate. It's not part of his makeup, right? So, any other comment that you want to note,
Wait,
Joshua,
but
before we go on?
Joshua, say
Yes,
any
sir.
other comments?
Yeah.
My granny and grandmother say if you're in a party and you have your drink in your hand and you want to go use the washroom, don't give no friend your drink because you might put something in it too.
Yeah, that is a reality. More,
That's true.
more adults in more adult situation you go. So I mean, they are preparing you for the adult experience and reality. It's very unlikely that a child will do that. And at any rate, no alcoholic drinks will be served in a children's function. But certainly, when you are adult and you go to these public places or should I say private parties and so on, people have all kind of wickedness that they will do you. And the next thing you find yourself in what is called compromising or situations that you not normally would want to be in or will do. And then people have all kind of stigmatization, all kind of things to say about you, bad things, especially, of course, if something untoward that will cause the police to investigate. I ain't going further. Of course, the number to call, 337-6940, 337-6940. Yes, Joshua, Maiah, and myself are here on a Saturday. We dedicate Saturday's program to the young folks. So I would expect that a major part of your contribution will be to motivate and to encourage. All right. Of course, and Slime is the name. It's a legitimate concern. I want to tell you, it's a legitimate concern why this child has red lipstick. Well, really, today is not that, right? So that should put you at rest and at peace, and of course, with the information that we would have given you. Any other?
And he has not given us anything. And matter of fact,
Trevor Daniel, the slimy show and other people.
No? Well, I want to hear what they want to say because you see, I want to be able to.
Chevrolet the signing show that us be bad talking.
There you go, bad talking. All right.
Trevor doesn't really say anything bad. It's only signing.
Design. Well,
He's all
but I
alone,
mean, it's a good observation, Joshua.
Trevor doesn't say, I can't see the wisdom of having kids on these types of shows.
No, but when I was on my show,
Right. Say right there. Put a pin there. He cannot see the wisdom in these types of shows. Maybe there is a need to make persons like these understand that this is not a regular show. I know that is why I said that I prefer people to tone down their political commentary. Notice that because the corridor transformation will be seen as a program to treat with, of course, social and economic and political and other issues that are big people oriented. So I keep saying, as I do during the course of the normal program, we have a children's segment, just about 15 minutes normal, with Joshua and myself, and then we go on to the big people segment. So yes, there is validity in it. I disagree. I express my keen and deep, and let me use a big word for in the meantime, so they will understand. But my disapprobation. What I mean by that? My disapprobation, by my action alone, you could tell what the word mean. My disapprobation. And I tell you, I disagree. So my disapprobation. Joshua, I what? Yes, I disagree. My disapprobation. I disapprove. I disagree. Yes. All right. So I want to make it clear. We have to be able to motivate these young people. We have to be able, especially in communities like these. All you who are opposed could say all you want. Eat all your heart out. But if we do not deal with these young people, in fact, I want to say this, even though I don't know you, that this kind of approach is assisting to help you to save yourself. You know what I say? I say it is designed to help you save yourself, even though you don't know. Because when we direct their minds and when we encourage them to do the right thing, stay away from crime, learn their work well, that is what we are doing, making better future citizens of this country. And don't tell me that there should not be a program like this. It is not the normal program. It is one dedicated to them. A pleasant good night. Welcome, Tobago.
Good night, you Silver Fox here, man.
Yes, man. Good night to you.
What people have to realize,
Yes.
children have a part to play in this world.
Yes.
And the children is the future for tomorrow of our nation.
That's right.
And we cannot leave them out. It's not all about just politics. It is about them too, right? Because some of these things these children speaking about on this program, I know thousands and thousands of big people don't know what they're saying, right? Plenty of big people don't even understand some of the things these little children at 10 years old is saying to them. And these children could give inspiration to even big people and children. And I admire in them because I was once a child too, right? And I would have liked to get the attention they are getting where I couldn't even get, right? And we have to understand, talking about this program and the program, these children is doing a beautiful, wonderful job on Saturdays, right? I lie down here taking them in, and I don't see nothing wrong in it, because I am even learning from them as a big person, right? So we have to stop how this carnal mind, stupidity, everything is about this and that and with the politics. We have to overall that. We have time for everything. There's a time to cry, there's a time to play, there's a time to laugh. There's a time for seriousness. Right? And I find this is between love and seriousness because they are educating other children and motivating even big people, and I love that. Children, both of you both are wonderful and doing a wonderful job. Although this world is ours and it is yours. And this is a time for you to put your foot forward and bring the other young children right to look at the show and change from even they want to go bad, they want their book, right? And I will tell you all, hold on to your book. The book will reach you to the stars, right? And when you're going there, remember you will always have children in your way that will tell you wrong things, but you have to understand the wrong and the right and keep on good path. May God bless you all and may God bless the program you on. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, man. Yes. And that is the kind of expression I would appreciate. Let me tell you something. I'm sure that some of you are thinking, the adults, that if you had a program like this when you were growing up, like how I am thinking, I'm sure you'd be a better, maybe academic, all-rounded person, or whatever area of trade or vocation that you would have gravitated to during, of course, the tapestry of life as you pass through, as you grow and you reach maturity, and then, of course, prepare for the ultimate. But the fact of the matter is that program like this. And why am I saying that? You see, I used to come second to last and last in tests. You know what I say? I said, I used to come last and second to last in tests. Yeah. And of course, most of you would doubt that and feel like looking to motivate. No. I think if some of the teachers in Hockett Baptist School were alive still, they would tell you that. It's not that I was backward or dull or anything. I simply didn't understand the work. And I didn't have parents that could help me. But here it is today. We have a whole program dedicated to young people who may be in the same situation, whatever part of the globe they may be, and feeling motivated that they too can, of course, learn some of the things that these young people have, because we're going to ask them what made them able to read nicely, what was there, what factors were there to make them learn their math and to be, of course, speedy. Right now, Joshua has a speed problem. The school are going in, they say, you're taking the time and write, and he never finishes on time. So what has to happen? It means, therefore, we have to put mechanism in place to bring him up to scratch, because you could know how much you want and you ain't finished the test on time or the exam on time. You fail according to the system. So you can be bright as a bulb, but if you finish the test. So we have to teach them as well, and a whole series will go to that, how to pass exam. How to pass exam. Very important. So you could, for 5 years, as I've always said, you can be learning math, you can be learning English, etc. And 2-point-something hours, or 2 hours or so, will determine whether or not you're bright or you're dull. And the society is so wicked. They just say you're dull because you didn't pass. So, to avoid all of that, all of them must pass. All without exception. And that is what this program is dedicated to. Right? Joshua, I see like you ain't half side again, but I see like you're shrinking. Oh, I don't get. I see you're going below the screen now. So I want to know if you have a problem with the screen. Right, very good, man. All right. So I think we reached the point where we had to wind up now. That not so. Yes, is what's the time there? Tell me the time there. I can't believe. Tell me the time. 9:51. We're supposed to finish at 9:30. People, please start a call early on a Saturday, please. All right. So we have to, of course, end now. We did several things. We looked at group teaching or group learning, a tool used by the system in order to get everybody to be on the same page. We learned, of course, patriotism, and it's really what? Love, love of country. You love that? We learned, of course, the words of that great classic, by who? With Sniper? Sniper, yes, of course. And what's the name of his tune?
Parade of Trinidad.
Portrait of Trinidad. Portrait of Trinidad. Yeah, Portrait of Trinidad. All right, okay. Joshua, it's time to get off there because that wouldn't do us any good right now. We are closing up. So let me hear parting words. Let me hear your conclusions.
Adios.
All right. Anything else for you, Joshua? What do you want to say? You. All right. Go ahead, Mike.
Adios, amigos. Have a good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Don't get what?
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Don't let the bed bugs bite. All right, I hear you. I tried to get Sniper to lead us to Night Pedenta. Where is it? Here?
Yeah.
Right, okay, right, good. Sorry, all right now because all I could read, you see, whole night all the ganging up on me, you know. Me don't like that, you know. But anyhow, next week Saturday, people.
You see, you have programs, use the program.
Use the program. I hear you. All right, okay. Let's hear it. So maybe they could talk along whilst, of course, Sniper sings.
Trinidad is my land, and of it I am proud and
I ain't them.
but I can't understand why some people just talk it bad. But I know all of them will run them out. Don't know what they're talking about. They will paint your black every day, and the right things they would never say. Like our sportsmen being rated among the best. Our scholars of state and passed every test, and put us right alongside.
How do you know what the camera we are going? Thank you.
Is the greatest one of its kind. Our sugar and oil is really refined. So you see, friends, this is a reality, so no man's mind. They just talk some nonsense. Me ain't know where they're doing it for. About so much violence, man, you would swear that we're fighting war. Of course, we have the delinquents.